For starting off this message with Salem. Hi Salem. Say hi, Hungy. I'm going crazy, guys. That's my honey Chi Chi's. Hey, honey. And this is baby Chloe. She's my mom's dog, though. But I guess before we start this message, guys, it's a little chaotic, super hot where I'm from. Oh my god! And then look a hot mess, but I'm so excited. If the noise turns off, I'm gonna do some editing to see how it comes out. But please bear with me, guys. And I want to start off this reading, hopefully, with the Salem reading so harshly. Oh, guys, how could I get mad at this face? Look. Thank you, Mr. Pug. He also has, I think he's the world's longest tongue for a pug. Because ever since he was a baby, well, let's just say I had to edit that part. Because it was originally like this. So I drew on the tongue. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. We have a very beautiful message, guys. The moon is obviously very significant, the stars, and it's not just because I love the moon or I love the stars, although I want to say that they have been a huge part of my life in the sense of when I did feel in a form of being like isolated or lonely, I've always caught myself drifting up to the stars, and I've always caught myself looking to the moon. Baby, you're gonna have to go inside because you're trying it. But this one flipped over, so I do want to say the Queen of Swords is going to be where you're needing to stand at right now. And it's kind of giving me that for whoever this reading is, whether you're a male, female, it's all energy. But it's kind of giving me that you have basically lived all the queens, all the cycles. I guess like all the queens and all the kings, if that makes sense. I guess what I'm going here with is that you are in a Empress energy. The number 3, the number 33 could be very significant. As of right now, it is 3:13 on the chime. I'm getting told that this is a new beginning for you, and maybe you're needing to step out of your comfort zone because the Queen of Swords is outside. And I want to say for whoever this message is, you have taken the time to do the work. You have put in the steps to going in a step. I want to say confirmation because it's a commercial. So a lot of distractions are now presenting themselves, I want to say. And during these distractions, it's about you now having to go ahead and have an unbiased judgment, because it's kind of like the reason you're the Empress is because you have lived every cycle of the Queen. You've had to be the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and if I'm missing any, forgive me, but it's just kind of because I'm getting a lot of downloads. But it's just like, now at this time you're going out into the world, and it's not saying that the world is dangerous, but it's like there are different people who are in this experience with you, and it's about you now having to stand stern and know that the reason you may have gone through certain things was so you don't have to go through things now in this time, because now you know better. Now you know that all those things that came against you were not meant to go ahead and break you, but to go ahead and allow you to go forward in life. And now allow you to live and go create a world that is what you want to create. Doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I'm getting told to tell you guys have earned this position. So it's like you are now seeing the results, and that's where the readings have been right now, is that this is the time for results. And this is a reading for people who have followed a dream. And the sun is coming out, and I'm also getting told put yourself outside. Get hit by the sun, guys. Do not listen to what it is that these people are telling you. I mean, this is just how I live my life, how I've learned from my elders, and even in the wise ones, because I channel for a group that calls themselves the wise ones. And I want to say this is my witchy side of the family. And it's not that I call them my side of the family, but you can call them like a starseed family, I guess. But they call themselves the wise ones. And these are what you would consider to be, I guess, the witches. They're witches in my eyes. And it's not in a negative way, because for them, that is a term of, it is a term of empowerment. It is a term of knowing oneself. It is a term of knowing that if someone said it's not going to happen because you're this and this, for example, it was like, you don't think it's going to happen? Watch me. Let me show you. I'm getting told that you can go have fun, go treat yourself. I'm getting that you need to get out of the house for whoever this is. I'm also getting that you need to go ahead and just have fun. Oh my god, guys. The one that I'm doing it in front of me. This is the 3 of Wands, and it came to the side. And this is triplicity, expression, expansion of the idea, growth. And that's what I said, guys. You guys are in the first stages of a new beginning. And maybe the completion the first stages of completion. So it's like you completed a cycle as well. So it's like ascending is ending. And we just had this full moon, which was yesterday. It's August 1st, the day of this reading. It is a new beginning today. And remember, just because you may think like, oh, I'm seeing this message, I'm not having a good day, it's not for me. It's like, no. It's about you now seeing that if I get upset or something has annoyed me or just I'm already starting off in a wrong mood, I know better now to calm down, take a breath, and let me just ground. If I say that I have these abilities, let me show myself even more so, because if you're getting this reading, I want to say that you are too hard on yourself. Maybe you need to go ahead and just slow down. And you have to maybe do some research when it comes to regulating your nervous system. But I want to say if you're having a hard time sleeping, if you're getting sensations of heating going through your body, you are having a Kundalini awakening. There's a part of you really needing to stay grounded, because if you're doing things that are not in the most good way, you can really lose yourself. But it's also knowing that as you go through this experience, that you should not go ahead and get so confirmation. There's an Amber Alert. San Antonio, Texas to be significant. But you need to go ahead and just ground it and go forward and know that you don't have to know all the answers, because to have all the answers would be a form of ignorance. It starts off with you at least having that mindset, and from the mindset, you pursue it, but it is your will on how far you want to go. But if you just go with how you feel right now, the person that you are in the inside of your heart, you will always be able to express and do things in the way that you want. And for this reading to find you, I want to stay with the Queen of Swords. They're taking me back in the sense of you maybe let people walk over you. I want to say that you didn't really have the time of day, maybe. Just like you really always wanted to connect in that and express yourself and be loved. You are someone who is so loved, in case you don't know it. And you may not understand or have seen it if that's the case, but it's for you to know that you are extremely loved from people on the other side if no one tells you in this realm. But if you are getting this message and feel that no one's ever told you, let this be a sign that you have entered into a doorway to say, you know what? I love myself. And even if no one came or made me see that, I need to see that for myself first and foremost, because I am whole. And if anything, if I have been on this journey on my own, let me know that I am whole and I control my happiness. And tomorrow is never promised, guys. Be in the experience and nothing ever surprise you. And when tomorrow is never promised or nothing is really ever truly known, yes, there are morals and stuff like that, but I'm saying as far as for the innocent soul here who believes in magic, there's different ways and different views. And I guess what I'm saying is I have always had a childlike heart, a childlike imagination. I still believe in Santa Claus to this day. And there's a funny story about that actually. And I remember that it was when I was 13 years old. My mom they got me a TV and they wrapped the TV in the same wrapping paper from last year. And I was like, what do you mean? And I put two and two together. I was like, no, no. Imagine. No, but I started crying, guys. But I remember specifically seeing something in the clouds. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I don't care if it's crazy because my stage name is Neurotic. Let's just say that. Paige Neurotic. So I just think I've always had the ability to see certain things, and it's shut down and it's changed and then it came back. And I guess what I'm saying is I never thought this was going to be the road that I would choose or I would head. I love female impersonation because that saved my life in a sense. I'm not saying that I had a Cinderella story, or maybe when I tell my story, you guys can decide, but I've never seen it as anything in my life that's came against me to break me down. And as much as it hurt and did break me down and make me feel like I lost time, I realized that nothing was ever lost or nothing was wasted, because nonetheless I got to experience it. Was a beautiful journey, both the good and the bad. And I don't think if it would have happened the way that it did, I wouldn't have been able to connect with my guides. And that's a very beautiful bond because I think they showed themselves more to me or gave me chances. Like they were very patient to want to show or do everything in the right time because I always wanted to be like on honestly on RuPaul's Drag Race. I wanted to be on. I did the drag shows in my hometown. I even bothered. He's an Andrews. His name is Nico Andrews, and he's the legit Erica Andrews' son. He was the club director, and I would always bother him, and he would tell me no, like get lost because I wasn't of age. But I said I'm not gonna stop. And pretty much, I kept going, and then one day he just said, "You're never gonna leave me alone, are you?" And I just said, I just stayed quiet. I looked at him like. And then he took me upstairs and he passed me to Melina, and Melina like fixed my makeup. And I got to be in the club, and it was just fun. And looking back to how everything happened, I was still doing shows and I still do it. I've taken a huge break on it because there's a lot that has happened. But it's been a beautiful journey, guys. And I'm so excited for where it's going. But I've always wanted to have my own business, and I was guided to basically leave my job, and I did. And it's worked out for me in the most beautiful and blessed way that I maybe not even taking the time to see. But I'm gonna stop it right there, guys, because I'm gonna stop. But we'll go back into the message. Basically, go live life for the one who's the innocent soul, and it's not saying that you can't go have fun or experience life or not to go ahead, even if you say something that's improper because it's just the heat of the moment. Having fun is like be your authentic self, and it's given me in a sense of you now going into this world. Go with your crown on, go with dignity. I'm not saying that you won't make mistakes or happen, but just know that you should be at a point now where you should be asking yourself, am I making the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? Even though this seems like a fun time, a fun night, should I go ahead and do this? And even if that should happen or whatever, it's always you knowing that you are now in the one who's basically empowered to take control of your life and take your life in the direction that you want to go. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So I want to say right now, you may be feeling exhausted. You may feel like you want to give up, destroyed confidence, overwhelmed, or overly protective. But I'm getting this coming in the sense because you maybe have not felt the support of others in doing whatever it is that you wanted to go forth doing. And it's just like the moment you feel like you can talk to someone or maybe tell someone about what you're going through, it's just like no one gets it or they critique it. And that's what I'm saying. Work in silence. No one has to know what you're doing. But not saying that you shouldn't tell anyone about it, but it's like get yourself to a point where it's like you want to birth it when it's already created, not before it's not created, because just energy can stall, and whatever is gonna always happen in this collective is always gonna happen, guys. Nothing is gonna ever be taken away from you. Nothing can be taken away from you because what was only truly destined for you was always gonna happen in that way. So that's why I say there are signs that we can go ahead and tap into or no. It depends on your frequency, is what I want to say on that. But it's always about you saying, even if I get this reading, I may relate, but this is also my own experience. Let me go ahead and apply what resonates, but also know that I too can't just take this reading. I have to apply my knowledge. I have to apply my intuition to this reading and apply to my life so that I can grow. We're gonna call this the Peggy's Chariot. But yes, guys, you guys should be seeing the number 37, the number 1, because 7 and 3 numerology, that's 8, 9, 10. 0, 0 could also be very significant. So you guys will be seeing 0, 0, 1, 37, or yeah, it's progressive because the commercial is progressive. So I want to say you are progressing forward. And don't give up. If you feel like you're not seeing the results, I want to say it's the same from the past energies. You guys are barely about to see those results. And that doesn't mean slow down. I mean, go harder now, but now go harder, saying, I know where to stop, take a break. I know where to keep going. But just basically stop trying to do everything at a fast pace. It's like enjoy this journey because you are walking that promise of whatever it is that you want to go for. But that doesn't mean that you don't live life like it's a struggle, or it's like, no, it's like enjoy the journey, guys. Let me get one more, please. Page of Swords upright. Yeah. Confirmation with the Queen of Swords is just like there's new ideas. You're very you're wanting to increase your knowledge, you're wanting to go forward. But I want to say you are venturing out and you need to go ahead and speak. Even if you come off weird or awkward, it hurts to say nothing. And even if you say hi to someone, believe me, I when I worked in the mall and I would in sales, hi, how are you? People would walk by me. Hi, how no thank you. It's just about knowing what you have, guys, to get what you want. But it's also about being humble and kind, and just know that one who is truly good at something does not have to say something. You better get out of that bed. So it's like, yeah, get out of the bed, get out, guys. Go have fun, but as you go out, know better, listen to your intuition, but don't cheat yourself out of experiences. It's like trying to go out, even if it's for one thing, even if it's by yourself, go out and go to a place that you would really want to go to. Because if you want to connect or call people in your tribe, go to those places that want you to, that call to you. Because you're going in the energy or frequency of other people who are resonating with that same frequency that you are. So yeah, I don't know where to try and get. So yeah, I'm gonna say there's a lot of grounding that's needed. The number one came out right here too, guys. So I did say the number one. So if you are feeling like you are in confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity is coming in, rethinking an idea, cloud of judgment, it's like do one thing at a time is what they're saying. Cut off all things that don't serve your highest good, or if you have a lot of things that you want to go for in life, that's fine and dandy. But let's accomplish one thing first. What is one thing that you really want to go for and make it your all, but know when to go for it and not to go forward? Let me get one more and do a quick like this, and we're going to see what the bottom of the deck is. Oh, so I don't know. They want me to take these. Let's see. Guys, the Hermit fell out, and I did say the number 9 was, so it's right here in front of you guys. So soul searching, you are basically going forward, and they landed face up, so that's why I'm gonna take them. But you're living in the past. So basically, you are in the right place. I'm gonna say you're in alignment, but you are coming to a point in time where an old part of yourself has now learned a lesson. An old part of yourself has died, if you will. But you need to stop living in the past. Misguided goals by Paramore is coming out. But you are basically, with a chariot, you are in the direction. 7 is alignment. You are going to where you need to go. You're making movement, progress, action. And I said you're progressing. And I'm going to leave it at that, actually, guys. So have courage, guys. Have passion. Use your power and know that someone powerful doesn't control others. And if anyone, someone who is powerful helps others to realize that they too are powerful. Be the influence. Focus and have compassion, guys. Thank you so much, stargazers, and I hope that this was a reading that you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little chaotic and the air is just, it's hot, but we still must, they're trying it. We must still persevere. Till next time, stargazers. Thank you. 3:33, this reading ended at 17%. So you know what that means, guys. You guys are the star.